Hi everyone. So I want to start making more alternative goth related videos, and I've done like two so far since I've started this channel like maybe 4 years ago. But this channel, wasn't a goth channel. It's not really a book channel or a music channel. It's a whatever I feel like talking about channel. A lot of it is geared towards books and my spiritual path. It's one of the reasons why, out of the list of names, that I was helped with, I picked Pagan Pages. But, like I said, I'm going to be talking about different things, and one of those happens to be my interest in the Gothic subculture. There's a lot to it. There's fashion, the aesthetic, music, the history of music, what is and isn't, goth music and all that other kind of stuff. And, you know, like I said, there's a lot to learn, and I want to share what I'm going to be learning. But the thing is, I haven't really ever covered why I got into it or how. Besides the fact that I'm still kind of getting into it. Not as, in it as some other people are. But, nonetheless, I do consider myself to be somewhat of the alternative subculture. So, how did I get into this, or how did I get interested in it? Well, the thing is, how I got to where I'm at now was because of a lot of misinformation and really going on stereotypes and stuff like that. So, there were people who were interested in goth in school, started wearing black lipstick and stuff like that. I mean, the two schools I went to, my elementary school, which started from kindergarten to 8th grade, there was no middle or anything. The one that I went to, it went all the way straight through to 8th grade, and that was uniform school. We had to wear uniforms, and so people kind of did what they could and everything. And then I only did a year of high school and stuff, but the interest kind of started there because obviously it was something different, and I had this person who was an older person who gave me a lot of misinformation, because they were one of those types of people that kind of had to be in with everything. If you were talking about something, it was something they did. It was something they were an expert on, and it was just very annoying. But back then, I was 15, 16, and naive. I didn't know really what goth was, and so I listened to this person. And while, the stuff they say that was goth, you definitely can be a goth and do those things, that's not really what the subculture was. My first sort of introduction to what somebody might call a goth aesthetic would be the band Evanescence. As I said in my, what is goth video, they are not goth when it comes to the music genre, though their style in clothing and certain other aspects may be gothic. And I was told by this person, of course, that bands like that were goth. They never really brought up the old goth bands or post-punk or whatever you want to call them, despite the fact that, they were closer to that era than I was. And now looking back on it was just kind of ridiculous, but I kind of kept that interest. I kept that that interest in that aesthetic, in that love of darkness and everything, when my sister and I started checking out books on Goth, and I started doing a little bit more research. Um, and when I moved away from certain situations, I was able to do my own research, on my own time. So when I moved here to Minnesota, I was single again, and just able to make my own decisions, live my own life basically without certain people interfering and everything. And I was able to get opinions from different people without being sidetracked by other things and greatly influenced by one person over the many and everything. And I started my YouTube channel, like I said, maybe close to 5 years ago now. And I don't even remember how I found half these YouTubers. I don't remember if I was specifically looking for Gothic stuff. I might have been, because I wanted to learn more about it. And so I found people like Graveyard Girl and Leah Mouse and stuff like that, who were, obviously in the alternative cultures and everything, but, they didn't have to be this hardcore stereotypes. They had girly things, they had, cute things, they had cats, and other stuff. But that didn't make them any less goth or alternative. It was who they were. And I'm like, I really like this and everything. I like the style. The music is pretty cool. It's not my absolute favorite music like goth rock, but I do enjoy a lot of it. And it's giving me different things to explore. Gothic literature and everything is something I'm getting more into. I have a thick book of the works of Edgar Allan Poe, who is, the staple in the Gothic community. And, while I have not read all of his work, Poe is a fantastic poet. I am a poet myself. Not great, but writing it makes me happy. Long before I decided to be a goth or whatever, I love The Raven. It is one of my favorite poems ever. And not exactly because it's goth, but because it really is beautiful. If I'm being girly myself and romantic, if you take away the stereotype of Poe and goth and everything else, it really is beautiful to hear about loving somebody so much that losing them, makes you go insane like that. And the fact that, it can be attributed to the darker aspects just makes it even better. I do enjoy horror movies. I'm not a big fan of gore, like I said in my video. However, watching people like the Gothic Ellis talk about film and other stuff, and being a writer, I want to branch out, with different types of storytelling, whether it be in novels or plays or, movies or whatever. Somebody, movies, plays, somebody still had to sit down and write that. So while I'm usually more of a television fan, there are movies that I do enjoy. And, as I get older, I do enjoy and appreciate, what was written for that, the story and everything within it. You may not read it, but it still is a story. And there's a lot you can do with horror and everything, because there's just so many different kinds. You know, there is gore, of course, but there's psychological, ghost stories, um, your home invasion, etc. And you really can tell great stories with this. I'll probably eventually do a review on the Babadook, because I had mixed feelings about that. I think was kind of marketed the wrong way. But it is a good movie, and it's actually kind of a little bit more sad than it is scary, but still it has its scary elements. And, you know, though they're just a little bits that just make up subculture. It's not about evil or anything else like that. There is a darker side to life, and it's not bad. It's just stuff that's more hidden, that goes unappreciated. You don't all have to like the same things, and that's what I love about it too. Is it's so broad. It has so much variety to it. You can be extreme here and not so much there. You can have a balance. You could do whatever. Me, you have your elitist and everything, but you know, luckily I have not ran into any of those. Because I hear some really bad horror stories about that stuff, and ugh. But for the most part, from what I see on YouTube, from the people I've talked to, it's just a fantastic thing, really. It's open to expression. Most of them are very open-minded and friendly and everything. And I just love that. You know, I love the fact that I can explore this subculture, whatever, this dark thing, and still have stuffed animals. My favorite color is purple. I also like pink. You know, it's just expression. As a writer, I love that. I love getting into the deeper, darker aspects of things, but still being allowed to enjoy other things. So that's basically why I like it. That's a short overview. I can also tell you that I just like skeletons, and I like spiders and stuff like that. And I like cute, spooky things. That would be another explanation, I suppose. So, besides explaining all that, I wanted to, kind of give updates on my channel. So, of course, I will be doing, when I can, my Friday Fives, my Movie Mondays, my Tuesday Talks. But yeah, there will be more goth-related videos. I'm not sure exactly what yet. If you have any suggestions, throw them my way. I will also be covering more religious/pagan topics. Again, any suggestions for ideas? Happy to hear them. For March is Women's History Month. At least to my knowledge it is. And what I wanted to do was cover female characters written by men. And I'm doing this because I feel, this is just me personally, that when it comes to issues that women have, there's a lot of women who are these feminazis. Not all of them. There's plenty of fantastic women out there. I'm not one. But they seem to dominate the media and everything. Like, it's always the worst of people in any kind of group that you see on TV. And it really is just to keep us divided. But the thing is, it seems to fix female problems. they do a lot of male bashing and everything. And they have to be critics on every thing. Sorry for the swear. So, I wanted to cover female characters that I enjoyed reading about that were written by male authors. I will also be covering female cartoon characters or television characters, whatever. So you will definitely be hearing about Coraline and the cast of Bob's Burgers. Eventually I'll be doing a seasonal review of that show too, because I will be doing more reviews on Family Guy and South Park and all that, and yeah, Bob's Burgers. So yeah, that's a quick little update on the stuff that I will be doing. So like I said, I'll be taking suggestions if anybody has any. And I hope you enjoyed this video and the videos that I will have in the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.